We're ready now for the first semi-final of the eFootball.Pro Cup. It's going to pit some of the most successful players in co-op history in eFootball pairs up against one another. It's Juventus taking on Bayern Munich. Well, here we are then. The players are ready. The stage is set. We are moments away from kicking off the eFootball.Pro Cup knockout stages. It's Juventus versus Bayern Munich. Two real powerhouses of the eFootball.Pro. Actually met on the final match day before play was suspended in the season on match day 5. Bayern Munich getting the better of the Italian club then. We'll come back to that as Cristiano Ronaldo is maybe in behind with Lo Scandalo. But a 2-0 victory and then a 1-1 draw. Saw the Bavarians come away with 4 points on what would be the final match day of the season. Second chance here maybe for Juventus in the eFootball.Pro Cup. Of course, so many storied co-op players in this match as well. World champions, former world champions. Here's Sami Khedira, tackled well there by Alex Alguacil. Just watch out on that far side for the Bayern Munich attack. Arp and Alaba combine very well. Here is Mestre combining with his teammate Jose. They've been pretty handy as well. Pulled away by Juventus, but possession still in the hands of Bayern Munich here. David Alaba. Looking to try to force his way through there is Jose. No nonsense defending by Il Distratore. Throw in then in the final third. I just wonder if Bayern Munich might try and pick out Lewandowski. It's someone they've tried to target from headers and throw-ins often. He is the target here. Flicked on to Arp. He's headed it down. It's over the keeper. And it's the first goal of the knockout stages. It goes Bayern München's way. It's a move that they've coined and used several times in the eFootball.Pro Cup, playing to their strengths. Lewandowski in the air. It's Mestre who heads it on to Alex Alguacil. It was a well-placed header in the end, really. Not only from Lewandowski, but the header down into the floor by Arp. Chesney had no chance whatsoever. 1-0. Well, Juve were looking for an immediate response, but it's Bayern now back in possession. Something they do very well, Bayern, is try and maintain possession of the ball, try and stretch the defence wherever possible, and allows the likes of Lewandowski to maybe run in behind, turning provider once again maybe. Juventus, they've been limited to counter-attacks so far here in the opening 20 or so minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo is just offside. Well, when you thought something might be brewing and an attack started building there for the Italians, the linesman has other ideas. Throw in then, once again to Bayern Munich. Might be a little too far out this time to try and target Lewandowski. Looks like they might try and do it again though. There is the header on. Juventus wise to it. Here is Perisic though. The attack still comes forward. Koeman looking for the skill move inside. Tackled well by Il Distruttore, and now Eterito can maybe bring the ball towards the Germans. David Alaba up beyond him, Perisic in support as well. Here is Ivan Perisic, nice feet, looking for Koeman, it's 2! Wonderful feet from Ivan Perisic. I believe it was Alex Alguacil in control. The scorer of the first goal turned provider. And this was just absolutely wonderful. The ball up to Arp allowed the layoff to Perisic to happen, and then I think it was Il Distruttore just could not get back across his man in time. And there we have the second goal. Bayern Munich are clear now. Douglas Costa. Just seems a little loose so far from Juventus. They'll need to tighten up this passing play if they wish to get anything out of this tie here in the semi-finals. Just the press from Bayern Munich so far has been extraordinary. Well done there by Il Distruttore. One-touch passing here once again from Bayern Munich. Lewandowski's through. As is Perisic, but De Ligt will see that one away. And Distruttore will clean up as well. So 5 minutes to go then until half-time. Bayern just happy to play possession here. Brought back for a foul on Manuel Neuer, but you just get the sense that the Spaniards representing the German club would be happy to go into half-time with this 2-goal advantage. Don't want to slip up or give anything away. One last chance in the first half maybe here then for Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo was the target, but it was a poor ball and it might actually gift another chance to Bayern Munich. David Alaba. Perisic has some space, as does Lewandowski. Koeman is going for goal. Well saved by Szczesny. It was an ambitious lob to end the first half. Well, what has Eterito had to say to his teammates? I mean, 2-0 down against a strong eFootball.Pro club like Bayern Munich. Always tough to come back from. They don't want to concede first in this second half as well. Koeman goes for goal. And you can see by Alex's reaction, he knows how vital maybe that third goal could be. Something that Juventus could still come back here. It's a good save by Szczesny. Not sure if Eterito had anything to do with it there whatsoever, but he'll take the points. Just watch out again here for Lewandowski. Go short to Martinez. Ronaldo wins the header down to Paulo Dybala. Cristiano Ronaldo maybe running down the middle. Will there. Does well covering. That was Jose in defence. Now Mestre can bring the ball forwards. Mestre still making his run there with Koeman. Wrestling with De Ligt. He'll win the ball back here as well. Here's Arp. Perisic is waiting. Played it short last time to Martinez. We'll see what Koeman does with the in-swinger this time round. It will be another corner. Either way, definitely this time, and Alaba with a venomous strike there from Alex Alguacil. Caught everyone off guard. Third corner in quick succession. Schuler at the back post. David Alaba is battling, but that one will go out for a Juventus throw. So, we'll see what the Italians can bring. With a throw in deep in their own half. We haven't really seen them attack properly so far. No real clear-cut chances for them, you could argue, in this entire game one. Don't forget, 2 games here in this semi-final. Oh, that's a mistake though. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can maybe look to feed Dybala here. Played in short, but Mestre's there covering. Who's the target here then for the old lady? Looked like it was Eterito short. Here's Eterito now. Douglas Costa looking for Cristiano Ronaldo, who's just, not for the first time in this game, struggling to get back into an onside position. So Bernardeschi's on for Juventus. Xerxes and Müller on for Bayern Munich. And you might worry here for Juventus if you know how well Thomas Müller and Xerxes has been utilised by the Bayern Munich players so far this season. That's cut out well though. Time now for Juan Cuadrado. Better passing here though from Juventus. Bernardeschi the target. As Dybala and Khedira beyond. It might go all the way through to Ronaldo. Saved by Mestre. And this one was dangerous. None of the Bayern Munich players really dealt with it. A couple of players stepped up to try and maybe intercept a pass elsewhere, but it ran all the way through. And it had to be saved. So a disappointing corner there for Juventus. They'll be looking maybe to try and prevent this counter-attack. Here's Thomas Müller. That's back inside. Xerxes though had different ideas. Cuadrado, Ronaldo. This is better. Dybala! It's in! The advantage now halved by Eterito. Paulo Dybala with a tremendous finish. Game on now in the remaining 20 in-game minutes. And it was a really well-worked move. All 3 of the Juventus players in a position. Il Distratore with the assist. And I think the Bayern Munich players were more worried about the Cuadrado run. Shifted across to try and mark it. That allowed the space for Eterito to slot that one home. David Alaba. Cut out by Khedira. You can just sense that Juventus starting to grow into this match. Took them a little while to get up the gears, but they seem to be rolling at full speed now. Bernardeschi looking for Dybala. Oh, good save. I think this one will be brought back, but Mestre did so well to shift Manuel Neuer across. Make the save. Free kick then. We haven't seen too many set-piece goals this season. Can Etorito maybe find a teammate? Higuain was the intended recipient. Just beyond Il Distratore controlling him though. Oh, that's a mistake. Quadrado now to Khedira. Higuain. Quadrado. Vrioni's in there as well. He's gone for goal! And he's ended up in the back of the net with a big deflection coming from Manuel Neuer. It was a threatening move. I was watching Vrioni. But it's ended up in the back of the net. Juventus won't mind too much whatsoever. And he's just misjudged it, hasn't he? Manuel Neuer. How costly could that be at the end of this tie? Well, Bayern do not look the same outfit they looked in the first half. Started the second half quite sprightly, but in the last 20 or so in-game minutes just seem to have fallen off the pace completely. Here's Peters. Higuain for 3! It's 3-2 Juve! The comeback complete! And what has happened to Bayern Munich in this second half? From controlling and commanding the game to a run in behind by Lo Scandalo, splitting them open. It was a really good find by Etorito to see Lo Scandalo making that run, to react to it before the Bayern Munich defence could. It's all the hallmarks of a world champion. Thomas Müller. Well, Bayern will be hungry to get themselves an equaliser now after leading 2-0 in this match. Would be a shame to see it thrown away. Oh, Schuler's the target. Oh, Szczesny's made a hash of it. Offside in the end. I think it was Thomas Müller trying to get involved. Bit of a let-off there really for Szczesny. Keep ball time for Juventus. And a resolve from them to go 2-0 down in this match. The belief to steal a result away. Bernardeschi giving chase, but it's 6 minutes to be added on. We have had 5 goals, so it's not surprising to see such a large number. It's definitely not the number that Juve wanted. It might just be enough time. Looking for Xerxes here, just crowded out by the Juve defence. back to square one for Bayern. Nice triangle there to find Wu Yong. Cuadrado back on defensive duties. That's Lo Scandalo stepping up here for Juventus. Scorer of the go-ahead goal, of course. Problem for Juventus is that Bayern have so many large targets in the box, it's hard to see who the throw-in is aimed for. Xerxes that time. Cleared by Lo Scandalo again. Distratore just dwelling on the ball though. David Alaba tackled strongly by Eterito. And that, I think, will do it. The first leg, or game one I should say. 3-2 to Juventus. Well, the first half was all one-way traffic. Juventus just struggled to even make an appearance on the pitch, it seemed. Throw into Lewandowski, the header onto Arp opened the scoring, and then of course another tremendous team effort. Distratore, a defensive mistake you could argue. Allowed the second to go in with Koeman. But it was, in the end, a second half dominated by Juventus. There were early signs of life from Bayern, but after that, Juventus never really looked in doubt whatsoever. They were allowed to score freely. This goal from Eterito, while the defence was watching the run of Cuadrado to get the left-footed strike with Dybala on target, spurred the comeback. A mistake from Manuel Neuer gifted the equaliser, and this is one that Bayern Munich fans will want to look away from. So unfortunate, he just misjudges it. And then here, Eterito turned provider to Lo Scandalo, making a wonderful run. Is what allowed Juventus to come away with a result here in game one. Well, after game one, you would have to say advantage Juventus. They take the aggregate lead into this second game. You wouldn't bet against there being bunches of goals, so it could still swing either way, but Juventus are certainly sitting more comfortably within their seats currently. They will have the first kick-off, will Juventus, attacking from left to right, and Bayern Munich, who chased the game, will be attacking from right to left. They'll be hoping, Bayern Munich, that they can get Jose and Mestre's combination link-up play going as fluently and frequently as it was in the group stages. They were a force to be reckoned with, and you just feel if they can get those two on the same page here against Juventus, then this aggregate scoreline will soon be overturned. But some strong defensive displays by Distratore and Lo Scandalo in particular in the first game might just give cause for concern for the German club. One ball looking for Lewandowski then, led to a foul by Alex Alguacil. Possession won back then by Juventus. Here is Lo Scandalo. Into the feet of Eterito. Distratore now into Eterito again. Dybala on that left foot had a real chance there. Someone that Eterito likes controlling if he can get Paulo Dybala on that left foot. And you saw it in the first game. He's happy to take a strike if half a yard of space presents itself. Here come Bayern. Here's up through. It's Alex Alguacil. It's the first goal. All square on aggregate, and that is the early goal that Bayern Munich really wanted, just to nullify this game and start from square one. Just too many holes in the Juventus defence. We'll see it here again. It's patient build-up really from Bayern. and then it's Alex with a tremendous run in behind. Found by Mestre using Lewandowski, who seems to be dropping deeper here in game 2, but it's that man up to level the score on aggregate. Juventus have given the ball away off the kickoff, and look at this, Arp's through here once again. He's just running forward, Mestre. That's Alex Alguacil in support. Strikes the upright, holding the netting up, and Juventus need to be careful here. That was a really bad mistake by Il Distruttore. Saw a couple in the first half of the first match, didn't we? Just needs to be careful, Juventus. Not only stepping up as Il Distruttore did previous, he's won the ball back there, but also giving the ball away to Bayern Munich frequently. Something that I certainly have been critical of Juventus this season, is forcing the ball, unwilling to go back and recycling possession. Throw into Ronaldo. Mestre brings the ball up and will receive the ball once more. Perisic and Arp now starting to combine. Here comes Jose. Back to Arp. Jose and Mestre combining. Alaba! It's a second goal for Bayern Munich. They're back in the lead. It's Alex Alguacil. Just when your eyes were trained to the combination play of Jose and Mestre, up steps Alex to slot this one in the back of the net. Bayern back in front. Szczesny beaten at his front post. Etorito doing all he can really to get him across to cover that dangerous area. Even shifted in that way, didn't he? He had a step on it, Szczesny. Still couldn't best the strike from Alaba. Juventus find themselves behind in the tie once more. 4-3 now. They just again seem to have come out of the blocks a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish. It might be a chance to make some amends. Here is Khedira or Pavard. That's naughty. Alex knows it too. You can see in the camera. Not too happy with himself. Looking for Ronaldo. Douglas Costa will get to this one first. Is being hounded by Boateng though. That's a really good tackle by Jose. Snuffs out the danger all by himself. And here he is on the far side with Martinez. Arp is through and onside. Scandalo cleaning up there. We're approaching half an hour played. No guesses as to which side would be happier with the first half performance so far. They might just be playing in the back of Bayern's minds to try and capitalise while Juventus are slow out of the gates. Here is Arp. They're trying to do that, maybe just trying to force the issue and get as many goals as they possibly can. Because right now the old lady is, well, I don't want to say sleeping. That could have been a naughty mistake from Manuel Neuer. Etorito giving charge that time. But they haven't been as sharp as they were in the second half of game 1. Here is Perisic. Good combination play here from Bayern Munich. Well, it was until Lo Scandalo came across. Once again, just watch out for Lewandowski. You can see him there just waiting to get across Bonucci. Thrown in deep. It's actually one into a dangerous area there by Bayern. Cleared away now by Juve, and well, potential for a counter-attack. Khedira and Costa. Oh, can't quite combine. It's going to allow a break to come the other way. Cut out that time by Lo Scandalo, but well, it's given away. And Lewandowski is fouled just outside the area. Slightly off centre as well, so the question is, do Bayern go for goal here? Do they play it short? It's Mestre standing over it. He goes for goal and it's in! Well, it was initially saved by Szczesny, and you can see Eterito very animated because the shot just had too much power. It's gone straight through and into the back of the net. Wonderful free kick. Well, I thought personally this was a little bit too close to goal to go for a strike, and well, Mestre has just proven me wrong. Right into the top corner of the goal. Really smart finish. Well done by Mestre. Bayern 3-0. 5-3 now. Well, Bayern capitalising on an early start, which has definitely gone their way. We'll have to see if 3 goals is enough for them to hang on to. They threw away a 2-goal advantage in game 1, don't forget. Here is Cuadrado. Threw away by Jose. Two minutes to be added on at the end of the first half. You can see the challenges coming in from the Bayern players. They want this half to be over. They don't want to allow another chance in the first. Cleared away by Mestre. That will do it for the first half. "45 minutes of play stand between Bayern München and a spot in the grand finals. Juventus stand in their way as well, but if the second half showing is anything like the first, it would seem unlikely. What can happen though in 45 minutes of PES? It's Bayern München with an early corner. Swung into a dangerous area. Lewandowski, the target, as he often is. And that's a rare mistake. Kept in. And Koeman now on the far side might try and beat 2 players. Douglas Costa comes away with it, and that can set Cuadrado on his travels. Ronaldo and Dybala in front. Here is Cristiano Ronaldo, controlled by Eterito. Distrattore wins it back. There's a real chance here. Cristiano Ronaldo has a chance to get on his left, and he scored. 5-4. Just afforded too much time and space to shift that ball onto his left foot. Just cut inside, didn't he, to get the angle on the goal. And it's another second half goal for Juventus. Lo Scandalo with the assist to Eterito, who slots it home. And Bayern might just be thinking now that Juventus don't start playing until the second half kicks off. Lewandowski into Perisic, tackled well twice in the end by Juventus defenders. Eterito, the latter of the two. Turned by Lo Scandalo. Dybala, Cuadrado. Or will he get there first before Neuer? He does! Oh, it's off the outside of the post. I thought that one was in. When you saw the bounce, the way it landed, Manuel Neuer's hesitation, you thought for sure that was going to be put home. Bayern, I don't want to say on the ropes here, because I mean they still lead the second game here 3-1, but the aggregate score is what matters. They're only up by 1 goal. That's a nice ball though, through to Jose, looking to pull it back here to Muller. Back heel unsuccessful. Muller and Lewandowski. Tackled well by Eterito, but at the expense of a corner. Bernardeschi's been introduced now. I wonder if Juventus might try and make the same substitute that they made in the first game. First owed the corner from Bayern. Schuler the target, Lewandowski's in there, tackled, or cleared I should say, by Ildistratore and De Ligt. Scandalo with the clearance only as far as Alaba. Chiellini steps in, and that's a late challenge, so this one will be brought back. There's a substitute in progress. Here's Rioni on for Dybala and Higuain on for Ronaldo. Oh, excuse me, Cuadrado is the substitute this time. That was the substitute I was wondering. Whether they would sacrifice the power and pace of Ronaldo for someone like Bernardeschi. Rioni. Oh, good feet. There's a real chance. They snuck in at the near post. And Juve are level. Well. It's 5-5 and Bayern will be kicking themselves. How has this one snuck in? First of all, wonderful feet from Lo Scandalo. Really well worked. The dish is from Ildistratore. But how does he beat Neuer at his near post? Game well and truly on. This match has not disappointed. Bayern and Juve all season long towards the top of the table. Going at it here once again. This is what eFootball is all about. Is there more drama to come in the final 15 or so in-game minutes? Or hoofed into the area, looking for Muller. Oh, there's a mix-up at the back here. Bonucci and Szczesny. Oh, Juve are lucky to deal with it. It's not done just yet. Xerxes and Lewandowski keeping it alive. Oh, Bernardeschi comes away. That was a worrisome moment there for the Italian club. Almost stolen away by Mestre. One-touch passing again here from Bayern. Lewandowski on the far side. He's cropping up all over the pitch. As is Bernardeschi. Good tackle by Lo Scandalo. He is with Ronaldo. Back and forth in the middle of the pitch here. One again by Lo Scandalo. He's been a real force. Not only here in the knockout stages, not only in the group stages of the eFootball Cup, but the entire season. Lo Scandalo has been a star for Juventus. Here he is once again with Rioni. Higuain waiting for Ronaldo to get back on side. We'll find Il Distratore. Back to Higuain. Late tackle. Bernardeschi on his left. It was Eterito who pulled the trigger. It was Mestre who pulled off the save. There's the strike. Wonderful save. Full stretch from Mestre. And it's a corner in the last 3 minutes of the match. Time still to be handed on, of course, but you feel a goal here would well and truly win it. Outswinger doesn't beat the first man. Punched away by Neuer. Out for a throw. Who will be the target? Ball thrown in. Schuler away. Chance maybe for Bayern to counter. David Alaba. Xerxes and Lewandowski in support. Maybe just waiting for one to break through the Juve lines. It's not happening though. Khedira. Bernardeschi with the tackle, but it's still a Bayern ball. And that's a professional foul from Il Distratore. Just wants to cut up the play and prevent a goal scoring opportunity for Bayern. One last throw of the dice. Alex Alguacil into the area looking for Müller. And that will be it here in game 2. Aggregate score 5-5, which means we're off to extra time. Well, a wonderful second game. Bayern starting similarly to how they did in game 1. The first half was again one-way traffic. First goal beating Szczesny at his near post. The second of 3 in the first half came from defensive frailties really from Juventus, as we'll see in just a moment. But as we head into extra time, Juventus will definitely want to try and shore up that back line and hope that they can at least get something on the board in the first half. The third of 3 from Bayern, a wonderful free kick from Mestre. Szczesny edged across by Eterito. Could not make the difference. Then Juve started the comeback on Aggregate. 5-3 turned to 5-4 thanks to that left-footed strike from Eterito. Almost set up Lo Scandalo. And then this was the Aggregate equaliser from Lo Scandalo. Here we go then to the extra time game. These two teams could not be split after the first 2 matches. 5-5. 10 goals. We're hoping for plenty more here in the next 90 minutes. We will have penalties at the end of it if it's needed. But these two clubs, of course, will be focusing on getting the job done in 90. Bayern attacking from left to right. Juve go the other way. Here is Alex Alguacil with Perisic looking for up in the middle. What a goal that would have been in the opening moments. Well, fell into Alex Alguacil. It was Jose waiting. Could not quite get the finish away though. Dybala. Here's an early chance for Juventus, who will be hoping to shrug off their first half woes. Dybala, not the tallest of targets in the centre. Brought away now by Bayern Munich. Jose plays back to Mestre. Alex Aguafield with Lewandowski. Here is Ivan Perisic looking for Art. There's a bit of a mix-up in the middle. It's Art! He's poked it in! And it's Alex Alguacil! The goal scorer! Juventus! It was confusion. It was sloppy at the back. Not sure if any of the Juve players had a real hold on the situation. Think it was Eterito who came closest to it. We'll see it here again. Just tries to clear it, doesn't he? But the first touch ricochets off of Jose. And it is Alex stepping up. 1-0 to Bayern Munich. 1 foot in the final. Cristiano Ronaldo to Dybala. Real chance here. Gets a left-footed strike away. Well done by Mestre. Manuel Neuer looked like he went down a bit early to try and save this strike, but got a strong right hand to parry it out. Signs of life from Juve. Pavard with the clearance. Peters looking for Costa. Another corner then. Here's Peters looking for Dybala. Oh, that's a dangerous deflection. Heart in mouth stuff. Swung in into a dangerous area once more, but Juve are going to have to come up with something different here to break down the Bavarian defence. Looking for Ronaldo, that's a real chance. Ross Scandalo it fell to. Not sure who got the final touch. Could have been off of Alex, but it will be another corner. Good foot in there from Mestre. That allows Jose to come forward. As Lewandowski and Koeman in support. Who will he find? Lewandowski just holding the ball up, waiting for runners. A bit of a mix-up. Got their wires crossed there, did Bayern Munich. That's going to set Dybala free, maybe. So as we approach half-time here in the extra-time match, Bayern Munich with the 1-goal lead. It was difficult to separate them all the way back on match day 5, all the way back in February now. A 2-0 win for Bayern Munich and a 1-1 draw was the last result between these two clubs. Chiellini headers the ball away. Il Distruttore there clearing. This one will be cleared out, and Bayern Munich are 45 in-game minutes away from the grand finals. Juve have proven so far in this tie they are a second half team, and will have to be on their, well, first and foremost, best behaviour. And also, we just need to keep tabs on Eterito. He's looked very lively in this tie. One of the leading goal scorers of the eFootball.Pro Cup knockout stage. Was in the mix in the season before play was suspended as well. Of course, likewise on the other side, Juventus will need to watch for counter-attacks. Jose and Mestre, two of the most deadly players in the league. Well won back there from Bayern Munich, and now that will allow Mestre to just play down the flank. Bayern taking no risks, all the way back to Manuel Neuer. This is going to frustrate the Juventus players. You can see the pause queued up. They need to do something, whether it's tactically or personnel. Here is Kingsley Coman. Mestre can maybe feed Perisic, just clattered off the back of his heel. Disappointment for Bayern Munich, but Juve, they can maybe fashion a chance. Look out, Dybala down the middle. Etorito, can he get there first? Yes, he does. Etorito through 1-on-1. Can he score? It's off the post. Oh, Etorito. You don't often see him miss those. And with 15 in-game minutes left, how big is that chance? Here comes Lewandowski. Mestre tussling with Etorito. One played there to feed Costa. The linesman's seen a foul. The referee's playing an advantage, which has gone to waste. Bernardeschi. Il Distratore has been relatively quiet so far. Nice feet there from Etorito. Put out for a corner. Juventus really pinning Bayern back now, but that's a nice clearance. No one up the pitch for Bayern Munich, so it will come back at them. Ivan Perisic clears away. And with time ticking down, it looks like we have potentially a resounding result at the 90 minutes. Thomas Müller cannot get to it, and Bayern Munich, they've done enough. Just the one goal is all it takes for Bayern Munich to be our first club into the eFootball.Pro Cup finals. Heartbreak for Juventus, they fall in the semi-finals. 10 goals between them and Bayern Munich, but it was the extra time winner from Alex Alguacil. Juve fashioned some chances. It's from Etorito, saved by Mestre. But in the end, it's the Bavarians who come through. This is the big moment of the match, isn't it? Etorito through 1-on-1. You don't often see him miss these, but it's just rattled off the post. The angle too short. But anyway, it's now time to hear what Juventus have to say for themselves after being dumped out in the semi-finals.